Hey y'all, it's Janet, and I am back with another keyword search. This time I'm at usaspending.gov, and I'm going to look and see what we can find out about what the government is spending on unaccompanied minors. I went ahead and looked up the word unaccompanied for fiscal year 2025. I didn't look up minors because sometimes they refer to them as children. So this way we should get both, though we'll probably also get some other things as well, so we're going to have to see about that. In fiscal year 2025, because the federal government is on a traditional accounting schedule, fiscal year 2025 started October 1st, 2024. So we are already 4 months and some change into fiscal year 2025. Just so you kind of get an idea of how fast they're spending money. There were 19 contracts and 174 grants. And I've sorted these by obligation. The first contract was awarded $713 million, and it's to a group called Family Endeavors. Let's look at this contract. Let's see. It is for emergency intake site and wraparound care service in support of the ORR Unaccompanied Children's Program. The facility is located in Pecos, Texas. So this is for the unaccompanied children from a group called Family Endeavors. Let's look at them. Let's see, they are based in San Antonio, Texas. They are a corporate entity, tax exempt, because they're a nonprofit, and it's a U.S.-owned business. Oh, wow. In fiscal year 2021, they earned $515 million. In 22, $1.4 billion, wow, to a single company. 23 was $323 million. 24 was $458 million. And 25, $127 million. Wow. Let's see. The agency that awards them the most money is the Department of Health and Human Services. That's about 45% of their awards. And the Department of the Interior is second with 38%. And most of their awards are in Texas for $175 million. And it includes COVID-19 spending. That's interesting. Let's see, second highest on our list of obligations here is for MVM Inc. Let's see, they were awarded $120 million for unaccompanied children and family unit transportation. Let's look them up. Let's see, they're from Virginia. They are a corporate entity, not tax exempt. They're Hispanic American owned business, minority owned business, and they're an S Corp. They have been in business with the federal government for quite some time, going all the way back to 2008, possibly before. I'm not sure how far back this would take us. But back in 21, they were awarded $497 million. In 22, $768 million. 23 is $303 million. 24, $344 million. And so far in 25, $65 million. Their largest awarding agency is the Department of Homeland Security for almost $200 million. And the sub-agency is Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And it's for security guard and patrol services. That's interesting. They largely operate out of Texas and Virginia. Let's see, Consigli Construction. And this is for this is not for unaccompanied children. This is for unaccompanied enlisted personnel housing at Fort Meade. So we won't count this one. This one is a paltry $15 million. American Canyon Solutions is next. They were awarded $56 million for facility management services. It's the emergency temporary shelter for unaccompanied alien children in Homestead, Florida, which is interesting. That has been outlaid. Yes, they haven't been paid, but the contract is for $55 million. The awarding agency is the Department of Health and Human Services. Look at the business. All right, American Canyon Solutions. They are based in Napa, California. They are not tax exempt. They're an S Corp, small business, woman-owned business. I wish we were in a place where we didn't need to call out all this. I do not see the purpose for it at all. Yeah, I don't know why this is negative. Did we claw back something? Because I am all for that. We have clawed back, we, being the U.S. government, has clawed back some monies that U.S. aid spent. And I had heard the State Department had done that as well, though I never saw anything about it in the news. It was one of those ex posts that I can't find now, so who knows. I haven't heard about Department of Health and Human Services doing that. I don't know. I don't know what to think about that one. We'll go back to the search, and we're just going to go down to the bottom, because from here on out, everything is like 15 million and below, which is a tremendous amount of money. But compared to this 713 million for family endeavors, frankly, it's nothing. Okay, here are the results by category. This is by awarding agency. And we have the Department of Health and Human Services at $1.03 billion. Wow. And that is just since October 1st. Holy cow, y'all. Most of that money was spent in December, only a tiny bit so far in January. I'm not sure if that's because that was what was spent in January or they haven't reported it yet. I'm not sure how long it takes them to report. I don't know how often these numbers are updated. And here are results by geography. The overwhelming amount spent in Texas. Good Lord. So they're funneling children in through Texas, y'all. All right, let's go up. And I just want to take a quick look at 24 and see what happened last year. There's MVM again, 786 million, and that family endeavors. Acacia Center for Justice. What is that? Not tax exempt. It's a business. U.S. owned business. They are based in Washington, D.C. Most of their business comes from the Department of the Interior and the Department of Justice. And all that money is spent in D.C. Let's go back and look at the award itself and see if we can figure out what they're doing. This says Department of Health and Human Services, but that didn't show up on the recipient page. Office of Refugee Resettlement's Legal Services for Unaccompanied Children. This is all lawyer fees to handle all the kids there shuffling across the border. That's all this is. They're a law firm. And we spent $381 million just on legal fees to get kids across the border. I don't think it's a coincidence that they have only been paid in the fiscal year 22, 23, and 24. I don't think that's a coincidence at all. Especially, good Lord, 24. I mean, they go from 41 million in 22, 50 million in 23, and all of a sudden it's 381 million in 24. That is insane. All right, more family endeavors. I'm not going to look up all of these. Good Lord, it's a lot more. A whole lot more. Oh, well, goodness. Yeah, because it's $3.16 billion for this. Department of Health and Human Services. Wow. $324 million from the Department of the Interior, $209 million, Department of Homeland Security. Good grief. And it benefits, all that money spent in Texas. Good grief. $1.8 billion just in Texas. Georgia was $23 million, Florida $61 million, Tennessee $3 million. North Carolina, 3.4. Let's see what California is, 162 million. I'm surprised that with all the news attention on Texas, that they're not moving more of those kids through New Mexico and Arizona. I mean, I'm not trying to give them ideas. Not that they get away with it at this point, thank goodness. 81 million in Arizona, 314 million in New York. What's Maine doing? Maine got 102,000, y'all. Well, it's better than Alabama. Alabama got nothing. All right, I have seen enough. I'm so mad. I'm just so mad at this, y'all. What are they doing? What were they doing with those kids? And where are they? Because we know that there are at least 300,000 of the children that are missing. They just don't know where they are. And some reports put that number at 500,000. It absolutely makes me sick. It's not just the money part. Normally, I get my microphone, turn it on, and I'm angry about all the money we spent. And this time it's twofold. It's the money we spent and all those children that are missing. And not even just the missing children. How many more children are in this country and they know where they are, because they're in the system and they're being abused. Because they have been abused. Just getting them across the border, that's horrible. I mean, we have all seen, the videos of the kids by themselves wandering in the desert. It's awful. It is so awful. From all appearances, Trump is putting a stop to this, and I hope he does, because this is heartbreaking, and I think I'm going to go play a game now. Thank you for listening to me ramble about about money. I appreciate you. If there is a keyword that you want me to look up, let me know and I will do it. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you later. Bye, y'all.